In this session, we will teach you how to determine the value in use, also known as VIU. What is value in use? Value in use, or VIU, is a basis to value an asset. VIU values an asset on the assumption that management will continue to use the asset in its current condition. This is as per IAS 36. Should the value of an asset be determined on the basis that management intend to sell the asset, then this is not VIU. This is fair value basis. Back to our example on Kraft Heinz. Let's determine Kraft's value in use. Value to who? Value to their new owner, Heinz. How to determine value in use? Let me show you step by step. It's all about how you prepare the future cash flows. So first, we have to determine the future cash flows which Heinz can expect to receive from continuing to hold Kraft in its current condition. This is a mouthful. What does it actually mean? First of all, these future cash flows should be specific to Heinz and therefore can include all the synergies which Heinz expect to obtain from Kraft. In a later session, I explain more about owner-specific synergies and synergies which market participants can achieve. We also mention future cash flows expected from continuing to hold Kraft in its current condition. What does this mean? This means you are not allowed to improve it. And how do you improve something? By enhancing it. Hence, no enhancement capital expenditures or capital expenditures which are expansionary in nature. For example, investing in a new factory and increasing manufacturing capacity is not allowed under VIU basis. Therefore, under VIU, you are not allowed to improve the asset. You're not allowed to make any investments. So no enhancement capital expenditures and no capital expenditures which are expansionary in nature. And lastly, benefits from future restructuring to which Kraft is not yet committed should not be reflected under VIU basis. For example, unless it was approved by the board of directors, cost savings from plans to downsize and retrench workers will not be allowed to be reflected in the future cash flows under VIU basis. Only benefits from planned and committed restructurings will be allowed under VIU basis. So, step 1. Determine the future cash flows. We've already discussed the nuances which apply when determining future cash flows under the VIU basis. Step 2. Determine the appropriate discount rate. You can refer to our session on WACC or weighted average cost of capital for more details on how to calculate the discount rate. One point I would like to make here is that IAS 36 mentions pre-tax discount rate. We have covered how to derive the pre-tax discount rate in session 10 of the video lectures. Step 3. Using the discount rate from step 2, determine the present value of the future cash flows which were derived in step 1. Steps 1 to 3 encompass the discounted cash flow or DCF approach to valuation. Hence, value in use can only be determined using the DCF approach. We covered the general DCF method in detail in a separate session under business valuation.